Good afternoon, people. My name is Detroit Miracle, and I'm coming to you from On My Spot again. Yep. I am here right now to talk about two classes in society. We know that there are the poor class, middle class, and rich class, as well as various ethnic races and all types of creeds and colors on the planet. We know that there are also prides, factions, sets, and organizations, but I'm not really here to get off into all of that. I'm here to talk about the shepherd class and the sheep class. Yes, people, it's amazing and it boggles my mind that people cannot see things for how they really are. Yeah. But how it really is there are actually two major classes in society, the shepherds and the sheep. And when you get so far up, then there is one shepherd that presides over everybody and everything, as far as that person having enough power, control, authority, and wealth to do that. Yeah, I heard a research number of exactly how many companies really own everything. But that is another story. I'll get off into that on another time. But there are shepherds who are providers to the public, and there are sheeps who are greatly provided. So you can look at it like that. When you have like political figures, very wealthy industrialists, business owners, and extremely rich athletes, then you'll find that they are shepherds, in fact, because the masses are greatly dependent upon those type of people within those specific organizations. They're dependent for something, like with the celebrity thing. The sheep are dependent on the celebrities for providing them with great entertainment and amusement. Those type of people in entertainment who are famed, they make our lives more pleasant and more happier. Yeah. When you look at the sheep class struggles in life. They have more problematics than, say, the shepherds do. And I'm not saying the shepherds don't have problems and don't go through things, but the sheep usually worry about paying bills, paying taxes, getting affordable health care, staying in safer communities, and being able to afford to live a type of enriched life free of worry from bills, expenses, and things like that. But the shepherds, they do not worry about things like that because all their bills are paid. They have plenty of money. They have fully stocked refrigerators. Yeah. And the male sheeps have gorgeous, beautiful wives. But the male shepherds have gorgeous, beautiful wives. If I said sheeps before, I'm saying shepherds. They have gorgeous, beautiful wives, and the sheeps, they trying to have beautiful women, but they can't afford that. I know that is another story. Okay, let me get further into it. There is the sheeps and shepherds and sheeps. Now the sheeps are of the abundance of people. There are more sheeps than there are shepherds, and that's usually how it is in the case with the actual sheeps and shepherds. You see one guy, like with the animal sheep and with the male shepherd, you'll see one guy and he'll be guiding a whole bunch. In fact, a whole flock of sheep down the road. You might see 200 sheep, and then you see a guy with a cane next to it walking the sheep, and you notice how the sheep follow that guide. because they trust that guide. They are dependent upon that guide to get them where they need to go. And that guy gives the sheep reasonably good treatment. He doesn't beat them. He doesn't cuss them. Instead he rubs them. He talks to them gently and kindly, like, come on, sheep. And that's what you would find in the political system, where there are sheeps depending on political shepherds. You notice those political officials, whether they are Democrat or Republican, they come off as being nice, kind, and sympathetic to the needs of the sheeps that follow them. Yeah. These political officials always tell you what you want to hear, and they have a good they have a good hustle that they use to gain your support with. But then once they get in office, it's the same old thing. Like, I'm not saying that those political shepherds do not have good intentions, but usually they're making promises that they can't keep. But they figure, hey, if I make a couple of promises, then I can always say, well, I made this happen for the sheep. And that's how people are looked at and viewed, especially by the quote unquote powers that be, who are in a certain type of positioning, whether it be political, business, or in the entertainment industry. They look at people as, when you see people on Twitter, Instagram that have millions of followers, what do you think? Who are following them? The sheep. And who are they being followed? They are the shepherds. Can you imagine that? A couple of million people following you, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million. If they're following you, then you are inspirational to them in some way. Exactly. If they are following you, if they're following a shepherd, they're not following somebody that they would deem a common sheep, because a common sheep wouldn't get that much support. That's usually how it works. Well, folks, stay tuned for part 2. And I'd appreciate it if you would give me those likes, comments, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.